Welcome to Daily Success. Listen in on these personal conversations with today's leaders, innovators, and influencers as they discuss daily success principles, systems, and solutions. Get ready for Daily Success. Now, here's your host.
Hi, this is Tammy Patzer, and I'm excited to introduce today's Daily Success Word of the Day expert, Heather Poduska. Heather is an international #1 best-selling author and creator of the Celebrity Status Handbook, and she's a star maker who teaches driven entrepreneurs how to package and present their talents to attract ideal, high-paying clients and to step into the spotlight with confidence. She has more than 20 years of professional performance experience on stage as an operatic, soprano, and as a speaker and as the host of the popular podcast and television show Thrive. Heather combines her unique performance skills with her expertise as a certified brand strategist, personal brand strategist, business coach, and image consultant, where she helps mold her clients into dynamic, polished, and profitable industry leaders. Her clients have appeared on national platforms, made thousands of dollars speaking, have been featured guests in the media, and they have created and successfully launched high-end programs. Heather's greatest love is helping entrepreneurs get to the core of who they are and giving them the skills to express themselves powerfully and authentically. Today, Heather Poduska is going to help us with the Daily Success Word of the Day star. Heather, what's your definition of the word star?
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Tammy, for having me on. And my definition of a star, I think, has changed over time. And I'm really excited that we're going to get the chance to talk about what the meaning of it is, because I think a lot of people have the idea that being a star is all about jazz hands. And that's not, I think that's maybe an end result of stardom, but it's not where it starts. In my mind, a star is someone who takes their innate gifts and talents and really refines them to the highest level, so they can have an impact on the world and change the lives of other people, really transform the lives of other people, and at the same time, make their own dreams come true. But it really starts from honoring who we are and celebrating who we are on the inside, and then taking that drive and that passion and refining it and learning and growing and perfecting it so that we can be of service and bring our value to the world.
I like what you just said, because you said something that was really important. Many people, like you said, they think that being a star is like being in the spotlight, being in the limelight, but you just said the magic words, being someone who's offering of your innate gifts, and then you said of being in service. Can you expand on that a little bit more?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so funny. I just heard an interview with Oprah and Marianne Williamson, and they were talking, it was just the other day, we were talking about stardom, and Marianne was saying that so many people are chasing stardom because they're looking for the spotlight to shine on them from the outside. And what really needs to happen what they need to understand is that you already have a spotlight, and it's your job to shine the spotlight out, not to look for the spotlight to shine on you. And when you do that, a natural result of that is that you ignite your audience and other people's lights start to turn on inside of them. And that's when people start to get really excited about you. So it's this ripple effect that comes from your inner shine, your inner beauty, your inner strength, your inner talents and wisdom, and then bringing those to the world to serve the world, make it a better place, and help ignite that light in other people.
So do you find that most people have trouble finding that inner light, or is it more that they don't know how to express it, especially as entrepreneurs or business people? Sometimes we struggle to figure out, well, what is that light? What is that source And what should we be telling people? What's your advice on that?
Actually, I have a little acronym that I think is really helpful for people. It's VIP, right? Star VIP. You wanted to make it simple. And the V stands for vision. You have to have a vision of what you want to create. You know, like if you think about Tom Brady from the Patriots, because I'm in Boston, it's the Patriots. His vision is to go to the Super Bowl. And everything that he is doing during the season and off season is to prepare him for that. He's training, he's perfecting his throws, he's resting, he's eating a certain kind of diet, but it's in service of that vision. Like Gandhi had the vision of nonviolent resolution to the conflict that was happening in India. So everything that he did was in service of that vision. He was trying to create something specific. And I think that a lot of entrepreneurs don't have that vision. They have an idea. They have a thought. They have, I want to be successful. But they don't have a specific vision of what it is that they're trying to accomplish. It might be a money goal, which is okay. But what is that specific money goal? Is it $20,000 a month? Is it, $20,000 a week? What is it for you? What is that vision? Because if you're driving, if you're flying, you don't just get to the airport and say, okay, let's get up in the air. You say, no, let's go to LA or let's go to London. And then they put it in the GPS and that's where you go. And you deal with the turbulence, you deal with the wind, you deal with all of those things along your path, but you are still headed in the direction. So I think that once you have that vision, it gives you fuel, like it gives you that jet fuel to go. So the first one is vision. The second I is for intention. Why do you have that vision? Is it aligned to your heart? Is it aligned to a deeper sense of mission inside yourself? And so many times that intention comes, I would say 99% of the time, comes from our story. If you understand your story, and I just spoke at NASDAQ. And I was in the room with people who worked with billionaires and who had multi-million-dollar companies, people who had companies listed on NASDAQ, an NFL football player there, like all these people. And one after one, they got up and told their story. And all of them, what they were doing in their lives had a direct connection to their story, their why. Why are you doing this? Why is your plane going to London? Why is your plane going to LA? If you're on the plane to London and your heart wants to go to LA, there's misalignment between your vision and your intention. So what is the intention behind your vision? Why do you want what you want? Why are you creating that? What is it then? What need is it fulfilling in you? What is it that you are being called if you are a spiritual person in any way? What is your purpose? What is your calling? And why? So a lot of what I'm doing in my business as a star maker comes from my growing up of not feeling seen and heard sometimes, and wanting to get my voice out and struggling to get my voice out and feeling insignificant. And I had misalignment. I had misalignment between my vision and my intention, because when I was singing, I was chasing stardom. I was chasing fame. I was looking for the spotlight, literally the stage spotlight, to fill my heart, to make me feel okay about myself, to make me feel worthy and good enough, and to be seen and admired by a lot of people. And I crashed and burned. I developed all kinds of body tension, and I couldn't get my voice out because there was misalignment. And I was trying to fill myself from the outside instead of loving myself, honoring and celebrating who I am, and using that in service of a vision that's connected to my core intention. So those are the first two, the V and the I. And then the last one of P is polish, because you can have the vision, you can have the right vision, and you can have the right intention. You can be like, I want to, I want to be a TED speaker. I want to be on the TED stage. And I want to do that because I have this powerful message that I want to get out into the world about health or finance or whatever it is that your goal or your dream is. But if you show up and you're a hot mess and you're not a polished speaker and you don't have the services that demonstrate value, if they're not packaged in a way that people can immediately see the value, you're not going to get that opportunity. And it's always polishing, refining that stone. And it's not just about having innate talent, because there are a lot of people that have talent that aren't doing jack squat because they haven't done the work. So it's all of those things. You have to refine your talent, polish your edge, look the part. I always talk about that. You're helping people understand your value by showing up with a polished image. It's not just about vanity. It's helping people see what it is that you're trying to help them with. And the package, the costume, the image needs to match so that the value is seen with your eyes so that people will buy and get the transformation that they're looking for. So you have to have all three. If you have the intention and the polish, you have the programs, the packages, you have the look, and you have like the intention of doing something good, but you don't have a specific vision, it's not going to happen. If you have the vision, I want to go to London, I want to be on I want to be at the Metropolitan Opera and sing, Carmen. Whatever that vision is for you, if you have that vision and you have the intention, but you still need to refine your singing voice, maybe you need to lose some weight, maybe you need to get your resume in order, that's not going to happen. And you can be the most polished person in the world. You can have the look. You can have all of the, the outer things, the packages and the programs together. And you might have a vision of what you want, which I think actually a lot of entrepreneurs fall into this category. They have the vision and they have the packaging, but it is misaligned to their heart and their intention. And they are chasing something they think is going to bring them happiness and satisfaction and fulfillment, but it's not aligned to their core intention. So in my opinion, you have to have the vision, the intention, and the polish to really create that stardom.
I think you're right, because I know I've been on this entrepreneurial journey for going on, I think, about 8 years now, and I've had a lot of vision, a lot of intention, and sometimes a little bit of polish, but sometimes pulling it all together and then finding that true intent and my purpose. That has been the biggest thing that I think has been my obstacles. But again, like talking to you today is one of my big things that I get really excited about, interviewing people and letting them be seen and heard and helping them to really get their message out. That really is inspirational to me. And I really feel that is my big purpose, is to be the messenger's messenger. So I really get that. So with what you do, you've written the book, and it's the Celebrity Status Handbook. What's the story behind the book? Because I know that you also have a journal, Hitting Your High Notes, that you started out with that, and that's really cool. But this is actually, the Celebrity Status Handbook is something that I know I needed. So what's involved in, what is your book all about? And then you can tell us more about how people, if they wanted to learn more about becoming a star, or you helping them with their personal branding and how to do that. But tell me more about your book and what's in it.
Yeah, thanks. And I'm so excited that it's finally out. And, it was kind of inspired by, I was at a presentation at Harvard last summer, and I was talking to someone. And when I work with my clients, I have a step-by-step process that I take them through. And I love the process because, so I'm a classical singer. And as a classical singer, as any singer, but as a classical singer, it's a combination of extremely refined technique and learning scales and getting your physical alignment and getting that structure in place, the scaffolding in place, so that you can be completely free and expressive. You have to have both. you cannot be completely free and expressive without the structure. And so you have to have both. And when I'm working with clients, we put that scaffolding in place so that the voice, the brand voice, the value, the personality can come out clearly and authentically and powerfully. And the way that I work is a very step-by-step process, and it's layer by layer by layer. So by the time you're done, it's super easy. So we start out with certain pieces of working on people's vision that we just talked about, their vision and their mission and their purpose and who is their ideal client. And we go through this process. So at the end, they have a signature product, they have a signature talk to sell their signature product, and they have their own book outlined that is in alignment, there's that word again, with their product, their mission, their talk, and their brand. So it's a step-by-step process that frees their voice and also gives them tangible products and results to sell things in their business so they can make money and make an impact. So I was at this event, to backpedal, I was at this event at Harvard, and I was talking to somebody about my business, and they said, oh, well, do you have a book so that it would really help me to see what you do? And I was like, I need to write this down in an easy to understand way so that people can get a snapshot of what it is that I do with my clients. And that's kind of where the book was born. And the book is a handbook. It's not just a book. It's got stories, my story of a singer in there, and some really cool stories of my clients and some people that I heard speak to illustrate the points. But it is a step-by-step process. If you read the book and there are exercises in the book, it's a workbook. If you do the exercises and follow the process in the book, you're going to be like 1,000 miles ahead of someone else who doesn't. It really is the handbook of everything that you need to know to create your own star brand. It's a handbook. And so,
wow.
Yeah.
I like that. And of course, I'm lucky because I've actually had the pleasure of knowing you now for, I think, going on maybe 2 years. And so,
is it 2 or is it 3? I don't know.
I don't know. I just know time goes by so fast. But I've been watching you, and you definitely, when you talk about the VIP, the polish is something that I noticed about you the very first time I met you, was that, oh my God, this woman is just so put together. And that was my first impression, was that you were extremely polished, and I was a little bit intimidated, to be honest. But then the beautiful you, the nice person, I got to know you, and it's like you're the real deal, the whole package of a star, like you said, someone who shines their light from the inside out, and you have such a fascinating background. So with the Celebrity Status Handbook, you also you work with people. Do you work with them in what, groups or one-on-one? How do you work with people?
Right now I'm working exclusively one-on-one, and my clients are people who are ambitious. They want to perform at the highest level. They're people who want to get their message out in a big way, who want to be on the stage. I mean, I'm a speaker. We didn't talk about this. If someone's new to me and new to this interview, my background is as an operatic singer, and I performed for 20 years on stage, and have my TV show, my podcast. And so I'm super comfortable on the stage and have done performance training for singers and for speakers. So my clients are people who want to be in the spotlight. They have a big message, they have big dreams, they have a big vision, and they want to get out there. They want to make an impact. And it's so funny. Somebody wrote on my Facebook page a couple of weeks ago, and they said, "Oh, it seems like everybody wants to be, speaking all over the world. I don't get it." And I'm like, I don't get that. You don't get it, because if you have something you believe in, if you have a powerful message, you have something, of course, you want to get that out to as many people as possible and make money. Like, we're in business to make money. So my clients tend to be people who are like ready. They're ready. They're like, let's go, let's go, let's go. So I get in and we work at a fast pace, a high level, so that they're ready to launch when they're done.
I like that. Well, I think, again, we're talking about daily success. word of the day, and that is star. And I think that, again, I think your definition of it, shining from the outside or the inside out, is a really good definition, and how you help people to become stars is just fascinating to me, because I am not a singer. But
I don't know about that. I've heard you sing, Tammy. You can't say that anymore. I've heard you.
My twinkle, twinkle, little star.
That's right. That took so much courage.
Yes, it really did. It was, and the funny part about that, after I did that, up until that time, I never verbally allowed my voice to be heard, like even in church. I mean, I would just move my lips to the music. From the time I was in the 3rd grade, when a chorus director told me that I couldn't sing. So I basically zipped it. Now I actually sing at church, and it's amazing, because if I ignore everybody else and just sing in the register that is good for me, instead of all these people who try to sing it that's really high, I'm not a high singer, then I can carry the tune. So it's kind of a funny situation, but I think it is really important. Like, for example, Thrive, your podcast and your television show. You interviewed me on Thrive, and I probably revealed more to you about my story in those interviews, because it turned out we did like a 2-part.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I revealed more in those interviews than I normally probably would, because you're such a good, warm interviewer. And I just think that the television show Thrive is really good, and of course the podcast. So you've got the one-on-one coaching. I know you also have some other courses people can take, the Celebrity Status Handbook. I'm definitely going to get that, because that is high on my list, is to do more speaking and to actually get more of my packages packaged correctly. Because what I notice about me is I have a tendency I keep stacking on stuff, but my price doesn't go up with the service, and so I end up offering way too much, and it's almost, I think it's overwhelming to people when you offer too much.
Well, one thing I would say, and when you ask me about what my services are, my signature offer is called the Celebrity Platform Builder. 90 days to do everything we said. By the end, you have a product, you have a signature talk, and you have a book outline. You have your platform, your message, your sound bites, you have whatever you want to call yourself, you have an intro, you have a bio, you have your whole platform. And 99% of the people that I work with start with that. It's a gateway service. It really is. And if that's like, this is kind of like a bonus tip to everybody. You don't have to have 100 things to offer. You just need to get people in your funnel and have a gateway so that you become known for something specific. I often tell this story. I was speaking a couple of years ago at this breakfast meeting, and someone had brought blueberry muffins. And I was over by the table where they had the muffins, and I heard these 2 people talking, and someone said, "Oh, those muffins look good." And the other person said, "Oh, yes," because I'm in Boston. They said, "We were just coming down from, I think, New Hampshire, and I remembered that this one bakery is known for these blueberry muffins. So we actually drove 30 miles out of our way to pick up the muffins to bring them to the meeting." And that is the power of a signature offer. It's just blueberry muffins, but they heard about the bakery. They drove 30 miles out of their way to pick up those blueberry muffins. Are they better than other blueberry muffins? I don't know. And they brought them to the meeting. And when you have that signature offer, mine's the Celebrity Platform Builder. People can come into your services. You get known for that. And then once they're in the door, then you can offer them all the other bells and whistles, or see if there's something that's appropriate for them that is maybe a downsell, like my online programs of branding and speak to sell online programs that I have. Those are downsells. Like maybe somebody isn't ready for that Celebrity Platform Builder, but that's the signature offer. So that's a bonus tip, to have a signature offer.
Oh, great. So where can people get more information so that they can reach out to you? so that you can help them become a star.
Absolutely. I love working with my clients. I have wonderful clients. I love my clients. I am Heather Poduska everywhere. My website is heatherpoduska.com. I'm Heather Poduska on Instagram, where I actually do hang out quite a bit. Check me out on Instagram. I like it over there. Heather Poduska on Facebook, my personal page, my Facebook page. I'm on LinkedIn. Where else? Pinterest. The Thrive episodes are on Pinterest, and the podcast website is Thrive with Heather Poduska. On iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, the podcast, the TV show, one of those places.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really great.
And a really condensed version of, and the book is available on Amazon. The Celebrity Status Handbook is available.
Oh, I'm excited about that. I'm going to get the book. And it's available right now on Amazon?
It is, yes.
Great. Paperback and the Kindle version?
Yep.
Oh, okay,
yep.
Super. I'm going to get the paperback version because, like you said, it's a handbook, so you can do the exercises and everything. But the cool thing about that, too, is with the Kindle version, you can use if you're doing the exercises, you can actually use your voice memos on your phone and actually talk yourself through a lot of these exercises. That's something that I've discovered along the way, that a lot of times handbooks lend themselves to helping you talk your way through some things, because I don't know about you, but I talk to myself a lot.
Well, the other thing about the Kindle version is in the front at the beginning, there are 3 bonuses. One of them is how to position yourself as a power player in your industry. The dream goal finder, like that helps you with that vision piece. And there's one other one, I forget what it is off the top of my head. But there are extra bonuses in the front of the book as well. So you get the book and those bonuses, those extra trainings. And then at the back of the book, there's a chance to sign up for a Brand Star Consult. And you can do that anytime. Like if you're listening to this interview and you're like, I want to talk to Heather, you can apply for a consult. You just go to heatherpoduska.com/Brand Star Consult. Easy.
Wow, that's easy. I like that. So heatherpoduska.com Brand Star
/ Brand Star Consult. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, Heather, thank you so much for being our daily success word of the day expert for the word star. It was a super informational conversation, and I just think, wow, 90 days and you can help someone go through the entire platform creation. I think that's a really super opportunity for people who are serious about becoming that authority and that celebrity and that star.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you. And thank you so much for having me, Tammy. You are a superstar. I have watched you evolve over the past few years, and you are rocking your innate talents and helping people. Like, I help people get ready with their book, and you take it beyond the bestseller. You help them get their bestseller campaigns and that whole next level. So you are working and refining and using your innate gifts as well to help get really important messages out into the world and to help people get their articles into Forbes magazine and really doing all this amazing work. So I feel really honored to be on your show and for being in your book as well. You are a star in my book.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Well, everybody, Heather Poduska, Daily Success Word of the Day is star. Go make it a beautiful, beautiful day. This is Tammy Patzer. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
You've been listening to Daily Success. Tune in again and subscribe. Never miss a moment of daily success.